up, everybody? Welcome to the Symposium podcast, hosted by Wright and Rose Gold. Y'all know the vibes over here, man.
Sir.
This is the podcast where we touch on mental health and other various things. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, this episode,
It's a good one, man. It's a good one.
I'd say it's very heartfelt.
Yeah.
100%. We have a very, very special guest on. Like, if you were to listen to any episode, this is one of them.
Long overdue.
Yeah.
Perfect time.
Like, if you've been listening since the beginning, since like the very episode, this is the one you need to listen to.
Yes, absolutely.
The person that we have on is just
talk about a full circle moment. You
yeah.
know? Full circle moment.
Very much so. The things that
probably why we started like really taking this serious because
yeah, now that you say that.
Yeah, because we talked about it like shit got real.
It did.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Wow.
In this episode, we are touching on moving from Minnesota to Wisconsin.
Yep.
I reversed that. Moving from Wisconsin to Minnesota. My bad, y'all.
Yeah.
It's been a
good.
Touching on teenage life in 2023.
Yeah.
And survivor's guilt.
Yeah.
Again, like this from a very different perspective this time around.
Yeah.
And more than anything, like what it's like to have your uncle in every aspect of your life. Every aspect. And last but not least, future plans. You'll see the whole thing.
Yeah.
But
it's a good one, man.
What you got for the people?
Like you said, man, this is a great episode. It's a lot of emotions.
Yeah.
And just check us out, man. This is one to watch. This is one to watch. They all are, but
this one.
It's that one.
This one though.
This one of them ones.
Also, thank y'all for continuing to stay with us.
Yeah.
I know we moved to monthly episodes. We still here though.
Yeah, we still here.
We still here. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
And also, I know there's a whole nother, I ain't gonna say who. I know y'all exist though. I know y'all exist.
Yeah.
Trust me, we on your ass too.
Yeah.
We still number one. Symposium podcast, baby.
Hey.
That being said, enjoy the show.
This is the Symposium podcast with E. Wright and Romero.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Symposium podcast. On the other side of the chair, let the people know who you are. So.
What up, people? E. Wright, back with another episode. It's been a minute. Kick it back to Cross.
Y'all know where it is over here, man. Rose Gold in the building, back in this piece. Today is a special episode. As y'all know, we only doing monthly episodes right now because the boys is busy.
Yeah.
But we have actually, this is like a real special guest.
Yeah.
Like, you real special.
Because it's funny because we always talk about them.
It's from day one.
Very
From day one. My man, will you tell the people who you are?
What's good? I'm Twan.
Hey.
Yeah. All right, Twan, welcome.
Nothing else need to be said.
All right.
Welcome to the podcast, my man. But before we get into anything else, as always, we gotta kick it off right. To my man, to the people.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the party. We tried to give you one. You said no.
I thought he was gonna bring his Gatorade.
To be clear, we offered him a nice sparkling water. Team drinking is very bad. We do not condone that on the Symposium podcast.
Absolutely not.
So,
What's up, man?
Yeah, pass it on.
Oh, my bad. How you doing? Ro, how you feeling, man?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, dude. How are you?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. It's, work, school,
Mm-hmm.
same old. It's kind of got me busy, but it's good, man.
I feel it. Twan, how are you, man?
I'm doing all right. I've been trying to get by through the days and through the weeks and stuff like that. So
Yeah. You're a busy man, I hear. You going to school and you working?
yeah,
You doing it all.
He's working now.
I'll be tired every day. Like,
Welcome to it, brother.
Yeah, man.
So, What's the first question we should ask for real, for real?
First question. Let's see. Well, I guess you should share a little bit of your story because it's you know, when people outside looking in, they just see how like, oh, it's so great, but it's like, and it is great, but it's like, how did you get to this point? First of all, so where you originally? Where are you from?
Racine, Wisconsin.
Okay, 262.
Yeah.
414. All that. So what brought you here? How did you get here?
Well, when I lived in Wisconsin, things I would say wasn't really going well for me at all. Like, it was during COVID and stuff. I just, like, I wasn't for online school or nothing like that, so I just didn't, I was lazy, wasn't doing school, but I would still do sports, but like, well, you can't be doing sports if you don't got the grades or you're not going to school or anything, so like, that just wasn't doing anything for me, so I feel like I took the time, like, was it 2020?
Yeah.
Like December, I just like, I was talking to my mom and grandma and just like, how do they feel about like if I moved to Minnesota with my uncle right here, and they was like, well, they had talked to him about it, and I feel like that was a good choice for me because it was a way for me to better my life and not to do things that I was doing while I was back in Wisconsin or whatever. And I feel like I came a long way since freshman year to now that I'm a senior in high school, so I feel like I came a long way and I'm doing real good, so.
All right, then we'll get into that. Kind of
Yeah.
rush a little bit.
God, that's wild. You're a senior.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because remember we were in the other
In
apartment.
the other apartment.
Yeah. So when he first got here, and it's funny because like he said, like I didn't even ask him. He asked me to move up here,
Mm-hmm.
and you know I had to tell him like real, like just be real, like it's gonna be like a big change, you know. And then like if you're serious, I'm with it, but. Yeah, so we did it. So we in one bedroom, like he was sleeping in the living room, and then I told him like everybody, like my life changed because I got a fucking dog that year. I got that same week. I got a dog on my birthday, and then he came right after Christmas. You know, so it was in 15. He was 15 at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it was just crazy. It's crazy, man. And, you know. We've been thugging it out. We've been figuring it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's been good, man.
Twan, that's a big shift for you, especially at that. Like, how old were you when you moved in?
15 in December, so yeah, I was still 15.
That's a big decision for a teenager to make. What made you go like, all right, this is definitely the move for me?
I just saw like the progress that I was making after like my grades wasn't good at all. Like really I don't think I passed the class when I was there doing online school because I didn't go, like I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I moved here and
Like literally
second
logging
semester-
in and just leaving the crib.
Yeah, like,
Gotcha.
and like when I moved here, second semester I started doing school and like it was a big progress. Like I didn't have no F's or D's, like so I feel like I made progress and I was like, okay, this is really the move. Like I'll stick to doing this. This was gonna get me to where I want to be. So
Nice.
stayed with it.
I respect it.
What was the biggest challenge for you moving up here?
Beat me to it.
The biggest challenge I would say is leaving my family and friends. Like if y'all know me, I'm real close to my mom and grandma like a lot, and like I feel like leaving them, my brothers and sisters, that was a big challenge for me, especially moving somewhere like I never really thought of moving to and making new friends and stuff like that. So that was a big challenge that I overcame. I'm proud of myself for that. So, and I mean, with my uncle being here when we was all Racine or Wisconsin or whatever, I wasn't really close with him like that. But like when he come and visit, yeah, he'll be there. But like I feel like me moving in with him, like my best friend. I was like my dad now. So like I'm proud of that.
What has it been like for you living with your uncle? I know you just gave him some love, but you know at the same time, I know he's hard, so it's not just your buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you need somebody like that though, like to push you. Like I didn't really have that. I just have a mom, and like you really need somebody like that that's gonna push you and make sure you're on top of what you're doing and stuff like that. And he was always there for me. And he never gave up on me. He always told me what I need to do, what I need to get done, and like he never made me do anything. It was always I'm gonna let you do what you want, bro. Like it's up to you. I'm gonna tell you, like, if you want to continue to do what you want to do and stuff like that, then I'm all here for you, and I'm by your side. And like that really meant something to me. Like so I always took that to heart and did what I did.
Gave you choices.
Yeah.
I respect it. Nice. All right.
I would say like the first like kind of where it was like, all right, you got to figure it out is like I kept pushing on him, like, be proactive, you know what I mean? Like, don't wait till I have to tell you to do stuff. It was a challenge at first, but he figured it out, you know what I mean? It's like even like small stuff, like take the garbage out, or like, take the dog out, or you do this, do that, get your home, before I have to ask him. And then it was a point where I was having to remind him, but then it was times where I would see like he was getting it, he would pick up on it, and his stuff would just be getting done, and then I'm like, all right, yeah, he figured it out. It was a little rough, he had to get used to it at first, but then it was like, all right, he figured it out.
Sure.
So.
Okay. Well, what was the next question I was going to ask? Talking about big challenges is one thing, but I guess I kind of wonder, like in school, not even school, but just going from Wisconsin to Minnesota, right? Your uncle and I, we've had different conversations about cultural differences. What's been a big difference for you from going from Wisconsin, like from where you're from, to being in Minnesota?
I feel like when I was there, I didn't really make great decisions, and the people I hang around just wasn't like, it's like, why are you hanging around them? They're not, like, you are what you hang around, and that's literally what I was there. And like, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't doing nothing for myself there. And like, I moved here, and like, I feel like I found the right group of friends and the people that I hang around, and I've developed so much in what I do and the way I'm doing things. And so like, I feel like that's a big change and difference for me.
Oh, 1 second. You okay? Need a minute?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
It's okay, man. It's the Symposium podcast. You can cry if you want. We'll edit this out. Okay? We'll keep going. I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm good.
All right. Okay. Well, you dating?
Oh, it's cool.
Let me retract that question. Let me retract that question. We're not gonna get into that.
Well, we didn't even, though we kind of skipped over, like, he moved up here, but the real question is, I'm a teacher at his school, so.
Yeah, like, can we talk about that for a second?
So,
they don't just live together.
Yeah, so like, we literally together all day, every day. Like, literally, I'm his coach, I'm his teacher.
You're his teacher?
Well,
He used to be.
I used to be, but yeah. Junior year, I was his teacher. But now it's like, so how is that? Like, honestly, like, how is it?
I mean, to be honest, like, I always feel like that was like the best thing to have somebody like that's a relative at your school or something like that. But like, it was also like kind of weird for me. I'm like, and like my uncle here, like, it's kind of weird. Like, I go to a school where my uncle teaches, but then at the same time, it was like, oh, that's kind of dope though. Like, and I also had him as a coach. Like, he literally could be there on the sideline while I'm playing and talking to me and stuff in the game. So it's like, he wasn't just there as like a teacher, he was there as a coach, a mentor, and everything. So like, that's kind of fun to have.
Yeah, it seems like Eve influenced the young man's life in every which way possible. And not many people, I don't really know anyone that gets that sort of experience.
Yeah.
So that says a lot. Not only that, but that says a lot about your character yourself. Like, you becoming your own young man. Well, you're already young, but you becoming your own man, you're gonna go out into the world pretty soon. So you're gonna do okay.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and it's the same for me. Like, he's impacted my life
Yeah, you have experienced fatherhood.
Yeah, you know, fast, and like I wouldn't change any of it. You know what I mean? So it's just dope, and I'm like, it's so dope to see him like, especially grow from like when he first got here to now, like he's just that impressionable, you know, kid, and like literally I can't walk through the hallways without somebody saying something about him to me. You know what I mean? Like in a positive way, or checking on him. Like, you know, Twan seemed a little off today because he's not his like wild, like normal, funny. You know what I mean? So that's, you know, and I appreciate that from them, because it's like I don't see him all day, but it's like I still, you know, still get to check in on him, and it's you know, he got it, like you said, he got a good group of friends, and that's real important. And like them, they literally all summer was at my house all summer, like just a crib, and you know, it's like,
God, that's funny.
yeah, bro, and it's like I wouldn't, you know, I'd rather them be doing that than be doing bullshit, you know. And so it's like, of course, I'll open a crib to them and let them, because it's just a good group, and it's a bright group, and you know, and they complement each other well, you know, like looking out for each other all the time, and it's just like, you know, you need that, especially with him being in a different, you know, like a different state, and because it was hard for me to even be up here, you know, moving up here by myself after college, you know.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't with my family, you know, like me and my sister is close, but we ain't as close as we used to be, you know. And it's just like, 'cause we got different lives now, but yeah, it was hard, you know. My mom, you know, biggest supporter, and you know, just being away from her. So I get it, you know, and that's just it's just tough. It's just a tough adjustment, but I adjusted to it, and you know, just being older now, so I know that can be a challenge, you know, and yeah, especially being like 5 hours away, 6 hours away, so that can be hard, you know. So how are you adjusting? How did you adjust to that, or how are you adjusting to it? You know, I know you talk to your mom every day. You talk to my mom. You talk to my mom more than I talk to my mom. You know what I mean? So how are you adjusting to that?
I mean, I feel like I'm still trying to adjust to it. I mean, I've been developing, like, but I also feel like when I moved here, like, I didn't want to go back home. Like, to be honest, I never had the thought of like, oh, I want to go back home, because I know it's nothing there for me. So it's like, I did go moving here, and I thank you for, you know, bringing me in and letting me move here to change my life. And like, I just feel like, I don't know, really, I still haven't like adjusted all the way to doing that, but I did it.
Yeah.
This is home for you now. You made it your own.
Yeah.
So, good on you. I'm curious to know though, I mean, outside of going from Wisconsin to Minnesota, I want to focus on your high school career a little bit. You know, now that it's your senior year, first question, what's been your experience overall just being at Fridley? I know what it's like to work with your, or not work with your uncle, but have him there basically every aspect of your life, but you as a student.
High school is fun. Like, I feel like high school is probably, you say it's better than college? I ain't there yet, but
no.
Yeah.
No,
No,
absolutely
not.
You'll find out fast.
high school is,
It's
I like it.
It's kind of the same, but it's
If
no.
If you like high school, you'll love college.
Yeah.
I like
you'll
high school.
figure that out.
I mean, I like this school for sure. Like, all the teachers, I love all the teachers there. They like me. Like I said, it's a good environment there. I got a great friend group. My classes, I like my classes, especially like, I got like a couple college classes that I take and stuff. So it's like, that's helping me like going forward into going to college and stuff like that. So I just feel like I'm actually on the right path in high school and stuff too for this or whatever. So
Okay. What have been some challenges for you in terms of being in high school?
um,
Doesn't sound like any. It just sounds like you winning nonstop.
Nah, I mean some challenges. Some challenges. I mean, I have my ups and downs in like in school and stuff like that or whatever, in classes or whatever. Like, and I mean, sometimes when I don't get work like the working classes or whatever, I don't get it. Like, I never went to go like ask for help or nothing. Like, and I wait till the last minute, let everything pile up, and that kind of like stressed me out because then towards the end of the semester or whatever, I'll have to try to get everything done and stuff like that. So like, I mean, I feel like I learned like now that I gotta like, I'm a senior now, I gotta stay on top of everything, like literally, and like I gotta be more outgoing with the teachers and talk to them about my classes and stuff like that when I need help and stuff. So that's really a challenge that I'm working to overcome this year.
Okay, this is very impressive.
Yeah, that's. I like the self-awareness.
Yeah, it's for real.
Because it's funny because like the teachers come up to me and like try to check in, and I don't even tell him because I'm like I want him to advocate for himself. You know, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get on. Like if it's like important, I'll get on him. But if it's not, I'm like, I mean, not saying it's not important, but I'm like, all right, I'm gonna let him, figure it out. And it's a lot of times that he don't know I know stuff, and then and then he'll tell me late, and I'm like, bro, why you didn't tell me, And so I'm still getting better at that though, but it's like
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, so it's like he's better because it used to be a lot of last minute stuff, so now he's better at letting me know right away and figuring it out, and I'm just letting him figure it out, like once he do get to college, I'll let him know the ins and outs and the cheat sheets and the secrets that I picked up in college, but
that comes later.
Yeah, he got to earn that though. Oh.
First things first, you gotta close this book to get on to the next one.
Oh yeah. I wasn't the best in school, but I know how to get by. You know what I mean? So.
With that in mind, as you know, with the Symposium podcast, we do focus on mental health. You are the first, I'd say, officially teenager, like on the pod. Yeah. So I'm curious, you being a teen in this day and age, what is life like for a teenager now? Because we old.
I feel like for me it's been rough. Like my teenage years have been rough, and it still is kind of. But I mean, I'm trying to get through that and stuff, and just with a lot of like losses that I've been having and stuff like that, I still haven't really like overcame all of that, and I've been finding ways to overcome it and stuff like that, and it's been like, yeah, it's just been real rough.
Okay. To hear that you've had some losses and stuff, just even amongst your peer group, do y'all talk about mental health? And just even as young men, do y'all talk about what you be going through?
Yeah, I got like one or two friends out the group that I really talk to like that about stuff like that. And I mean, we have real conversations. So
okay.
Yeah.
Check-ins are important.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Like me and him check in like literally all the time, and that's real important because like you. So I'll put it this way. When I moved up here, and I feel like you kind of feel it too, but it's like your brother, your oldest brother, like when he moved with me, and I mean when you moved with your grandma, like I feel like I left him, and he was a senior. It was his senior year of high school, but I had to come up here and work, and I felt like when he got into his whatever he got into, and I felt like I left him, and I feel like if I was still there, he wouldn't have been, he would have made better choices, and I blame myself.
And we've talked about that. Survivor's guilt.
Survivor's guilt. That's what I was about to ask you about. And so I feel like I got out, but I left him behind. I felt guilty about that, even though it wasn't my fault, and. So that was stuck with me for a while, but he still made the choices he made, and I feel like you kind of feel that too, like that survivor's guilt, like you got out, but, your brother's not making good choices, and you could have been on that path. You were on that path, you know. So how does that feel for you? Like, do you feel that way, or is it just like, you know, like, is it how hard is that?
I mean, I kind of like sometimes, some days, most days, I think about stuff like that. Especially with like my brother that's a year older than me, I think about that a lot with him. Like how I just like I feel like that's like my right hand man. It's like that's my twin to me. Like, and like I feel like the situation that he in, like I wish something could have happened differently.
Yeah.
And like I wish he could have been here with me doing high school or whatever, and getting through high school. And like it's real rough on me with him because that's really my brother. Like I love him. Like it's my best friend. And for the stuff that's happening with him, like it's been real rough on me with that.
Yeah.
So I feel like I should have tried to do something to get him on the right path with me, but I feel like it was too late.
Yeah. And I see that. I definitely see that, and you know, but you have to know that like that ain't on you, you know, but you still should be there for him like you is, and you definitely do a lot for him still. But I want you to know that that's not, you know, you shouldn't carry that burden, you know, because we all make choices, but you're doing the right thing by, you know, being there for him and stuff like that. But it's nothing you could have did that would have changed, you know, like, so just keep that in mind, you know what I mean, like.
To chime in here and to kind of piggyback off of what you are saying. This is family stuff, but your uncle and I, we've had many conversations. Just to be clear, even though the both of you say you wish you could have done more, who knows what would have happened? However, the fact that you left, you went down a different path, and you decided to do the same thing, your actions always speak louder than your words.
Absolutely.
So y'all may not have those conversations all the time with those that are around you, but what you do speaks volume, especially with you being the next generation coming up. That says a lot. So even a nigga across the street might be hating on you, but they still see you. They'll be like, I could do it too.
Yeah. And you know, it's just for your character, bro. Like, you got adults, like my friends, tell me all the time how you are the coolest nigga they ever. You know what I mean? And I do feel like you get it from me. Cause I'm
all right, okay.
Okay. But no, like on a serious note though, like the way you carry yourself, and you know, it's just it's really fun. Like I'm having fun just raising you. You know what I mean? And like watching you grow, cause I've seen the growth, and it's night and day, bro. Like night and day. You used to be so lazy. So hard-headed, and now it's just like, boom, you know, like, we get up at 5 a.m. every morning, bro, every morning.
That's impressive.
Like, and get to it, and, you know, the days is long, but, like, you know, it's what you want to make out of it, you know what I mean, and it's gonna pay off, and, you know, it's just fun to watch, you know, and, yeah, man, like, it's very impressive, and you're gonna, like, the sky's the limit for you, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just cool to see, man.
I'm tired of people asking me like 8 in the morning every day, Monday through Friday at school, why you so loud? Why you got a lot of energy? You know, bro, I've been up for 3 hours.
Right,
like,
yeah.
My day then started, man.
Yeah.
I'm up.
And yeah, for real though, like that's how my first start is. They hate that I got so much energy in the morning. I'm like, bro, I've been up since 5.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I worked out, showered, ate, like I'm up. I've been up.
And you just we built that routine, and it's kind of just normal now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's how it's gonna be. And you want to be a college athlete, like y'all gonna have morning practices. You know what I mean? So like,
I mean, hell, not just a college athlete, but when you're done,
college
that's
student,
it. Like,
life.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
You get up,
Not enough
go.
hours in a day, bro. Cause we just busy people naturally. You know what I mean? Like we gotta stay busy some way. And yeah.
I meant to ask you this earlier, but this is a good time. Now that you are a senior, your high school years are coming to a close. How you feeling?
Yeah, that's my question.
I'm feeling good about it. Like, I just want this last year to be fun. Get good grades going into college. Cause I know college, like, that's where it's at for me. And like, I want to get past high school, go to college and play sports and like major like personal finance and stuff like that.
Oh shit, trying to get that money.
Yeah, so like, I feel like
talk to you about crypto now.
I'm really like excited for this senior year and see what it brings me. I know it's gonna be fun, and so I just can't wait to go off to college.
How's it so far for you? Like, so senior, this will be 3 weeks in?
Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure.
how is it?
So far it's been good. My classes is great. Like I'm taking like 3 like DP classes, like college classes almost.
Yeah.
And so like I feel like that's also getting me ready for college. So it's been good doing football right now. And that's been good too. So yeah.
I was gonna ask you a question about college, but I want to go back to you playing football and just sports in general. You as a young athlete, you have to have a certain mindset, right? Because you can't just be out on the court or out on the field and be all la-di-da.
Mm-hmm.
What's something that your uncle has instilled in you? Like, what has he said to you time and time again that stuck with you? That's like, okay, I need to do this.
I can't want it as much as you. So like,
Ooh.
He won't force me to go to the gym. It's always up to me. Like if I want to go put some work in or get some work in or whatever. Like he never gonna be like, oh, let's get up and let's go to the gym. Like I don't think he ever told me that actually. Like always, he probably told me once like I'm not gonna make you do nothing or whatever. You know, like so it was always up to me. And I feel like if I want to do sports and be good at it, I gotta go put the work in. So I'm always like in the mornings we go a workout. I go get some shots up or whatever right after, or we go to the football field, put some work in or whatever. So like, I feel like with sports and stuff, you just gotta stay active, stay in the gym if you want to be good at it. You don't just get good by laying around, going to play games and stuff. You gotta put the work in for it.
You said it. That's nailed it. What have been some challenges for you as a excuse me, as a high school athlete? Because you're not just that, you're a student as well, and you work.
Yeah. Challenges, like when I first moved here, I think I came to literally the same day as basketball tryouts.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was in the front gym practicing with the older people, trying out with them and stuff. And the head coach pulled me to the side and was just like, he would love me to play, you know, up my grade or whatever, JV. And he was like, but like with all COVID and stuff, like I can't. He won't cut nobody or he don't want to bump nobody up, so he leave me at the freshman level. And I feel like I'm glad that I got that freshman experience, so that going into my sophomore year, I don't even think I played a JV game. I went straight to varsity. So I feel like my sophomore year, that was like a year for me to know how high school basketball felt, and for me to go into sophomore year being his point guard and doing good. So like that's a challenge. And also with football, I'm pretty sure it's like my first actual whole season, like playing. Like I've been injuries. I had 2 surgeries since I've been here. So football was really like a setback, and like this is my first actual year playing it, like the whole season, and I've been doing pretty good so far. So
Okay.
You're gonna have to be humble with that. He's balling right now.
yeah.
Well,
He's balling right now.
hold on. I plan to see you play next week, so we gonna see.
Yeah, pop
Dude,
I'll
dude,
pull up.
I didn't know. First of all, so the head basketball coach is one of my like really good friends, and I didn't know he had that conversation with you because
he pulled me to
that's
the
the
side.
only time me and him disagreed on anything.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, you got to play up, like, but it was real. It's was a real conversation because it was COVID, so we didn't really cut nobody so we had a lot of kids, and that's the only reason he didn't play up. But I'm glad you didn't though, like hindsight, because the group you with now.
We had a squad freshman year.
Yeah.
We didn't beat anybody. Like,
Yeah,
it's tough.
and I'm glad, because if we would have pulled you up from that, it would have been,
It would have been kind of weird, but like,
Yeah,
we had a squad freshman year for real.
Hold on, so you said it not too long ago. You didn't know that conversation took
No.
place? That's a full circle moment.
yeah, I mean, I'm very glad he did. But me and him disagreed. I'm like, bro, you gotta pull him up. You know what I mean? And obviously biased, but like,
Sure.
he was a dog, but he made sense. But I did push back a little bit, but I got it, but I didn't tell him that.
Sure.
So I didn't want to, because I didn't want to disappoint him, because he knew he should have been playing up, but because he's been playing up all his whole life, like he was,
Yeah.
So I didn't want to, discourage him from that, or like thinking he wasn't good enough. But it was a blessing in disguise that he played with the guys he played with now, because he's still playing with, minus a few, like that moved away, but it was a good experience for him.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, he was, next year he was starting point guard for varsity, so it's like, it worked out. But, yeah, I didn't know, like, he actually, so that's great on him, because I didn't know Bryce actually had that conversation with you. I'm glad he did, so.
Are you like a captain, or you leading any of the teams that you on at all?
Yeah.
I figured.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a dub, but
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure. What is it like for you to be in that position?
It's a lot, because you got to deal with players that act like they don't want to be there, and then you got to deal with the players that's just like act like they too good for the team or whatever. And so like, as a leader, as a captain, you gotta like let them know, like, if you're gonna be here, you're gonna be here, you're gonna be part of this team, and like, ain't gonna be no playing around. Like, something I learned from last year is like, with practices and stuff, I feel like our senior group just wasn't in it all the way with us. Like, and that hurt, because we got 2 returning starters from last year, which me and Bryson, and I feel like we didn't have a good leaders, like good senior group of leaders, and I feel like that kind of hurt us too. But at the same time, also as a captain and leader, I feel like I should have stepped up and said something about it last year, but I didn't. That's something I could work on, and like this year, I feel like I gotta do way better. I gotta be better at leading the team and being a captain and stuff like that. So that's something that I will work on this upcoming basketball season, to get everybody on track and on the same level in order for us to be great.
Well said.
Because I believe that we got the team to go far this year.
Okay.
Just to change gears a little bit, I do want to I'm gonna put your business out there a little bit, but because I'm very proud of you for this, and
Do not make me cry on this fucking podcast.
I might cry.
I swear to God.
So me and you talk all the time about therapy and all that, and he just told you, he is rough for him, and I just want to shout him out because he did something I haven't had the courage to do, and he on his own reached out and with his school counselor and got hooked up with a therapist.
Seriously?
Seriously.
For real?
And I heard about it from the counselor, and I'm like, I feel like he was kind of embarrassed to tell me, but we talked about it, and like, that's nothing to be embarrassed about, like, because I've been wanting to do it for years.
Yeah.
Like, I've been wanting to, and I'm just, just haven't had he like encouraged me, like, I have to now. Like, we've been talking about it, and I've been bullshitting, but I have to, and and I just want to give you a shout out for that, like, for taking care of yourself, like, because we talk, like, mental health is important, bro.
Seriously.
And I can give you all the advice in the world, but I'm not a professional,
Right.
like, and then that's just like, it's amazing to me, that you have the awareness to recognize, like, man, I need to talk to somebody, like, I shouldn't be feeling the way I'm feeling,
Yeah.
and I am very encouraged by that, and I just want to say how proud I am of you for doing that, and definitely, because we, like, me and Ro talk about it all the time, man, and it's hard for especially being black males, you know, we feel like we don't even need to talk to nobody, we tough and all that, but in reality, you know, you always have somebody to talk to. And so that just encouraged me to like stop messing around and like for real, you know, find somebody to talk to and, you know, just to make sure I'm good, you know, so just want to say I'm proud of you for that, and
Thank you.
I think it's super dope, and, you know, I hope, you know, it gets you right, you know what I mean, because you got too much potential, you know, and sometimes, you know, to have these off days. We all have off days, but, you know, I want to limit that for you, so it's pretty dope, man.
Thank you.
It's real.
Yeah, like, just need a minute.
Yeah, it's real, man.
Twan, your uncle and I, like, as he said, we talk all the time. It was already said that this is a mental health podcast, but I want you to understand something. We talk about the youth all the time, and your name has come up multiple times. So when we talk about all of these things, you are what we are describing. You are the future. And the fact that you have even taken steps to like get to Minnesota and all these other things, you took the steps. You're now taking leaps.
Yeah.
So you next up, you're doing the things that we should have done when we were younger.
Absolutely.
You'll go even further. You understand?
Absolutely.
So, I am not your uncle, but I am very proud of you, man.
Thank you.
Your actions say a lot, dude.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you, and I just hope you keep going.
Yeah, man, and it's a lot of, you know, a lot of kids not in your position, you know, and you know that, and you lead. I watch you lead, you know what I mean, on and off the court, on and off the field, in and out of the classroom, you know, so, and I'm sure you know by now, like, once you know you're doing the right shit, you don't have to ask for much, you know?
Yeah.
You know, you deserve everything you're getting and you got. You're gonna get more. And, you know, you just gotta keep going, man. You gotta keep going. You got a good head on your shoulder, so you gotta keep that going, you know. And you're a good brother. Like, you got, you know, you take care of your siblings and, you know, your nephew, and you gotta keep doing that, bro. Each one teach one. You know what I mean? So continue to do that, man.
So I am curious now, with all the things that we've said, as far as the future goes, next up is college. What's that looking like for you? What's the goal?
Goal is to be honest, I don't know what sport I want to do in college yet. I mean, like, I played football before I played basketball, like way before I played basketball. So like, honestly, I don't think a lot of people know this, but football is my favorite sport. But I'm just so good at basketball that people don't see that. So like, I mean, if I honestly got the chance to go to college for football, I probably would do it. But I mean, it's either or, to be honest. And like, I just want to go to the league for either sport. Like, but I gotta get to college first and do good, get some offers or whatever, and I feel like I'll be good in college.
Is there anything, let me rephrase this question. So outside of sports, what's an experience you're looking to have?
I'm not sure yet.
That's fair.
I haven't really thought that far yet.
You're welcome. When it comes, you will know.
Yeah.
So, but in the meantime, enjoy the time that you have. Enjoy your senior year. You're doing great things, man. Keep going. The future looks very bright for you.
Absolutely.
So, what do y'all think? Should we do last call?
Yeah.
Okay. Last call is where we just kind of have our final thoughts. We reflect on the conversations that we've had and give our final 2 cents.
All right.
So, E, I'm gonna kick it off to you. You can start us off, sir.
I guess for my last call, you know, it's just this was actually a pleasure having you on this podcast and, you know, having this conversation with you. You have been opening up more. Like, I know I'm like pretty quiet sometimes, but like when we have conversations, I enjoy it. And I've noticed you've been like coming to me more for advice and opening up more. And you know, just continue. You got to continue to do that. But it's been dope, just this experience. You know what I mean? Just having you here, and, you know, watching you grow. Like I said, man, it's super dope. Like for real. Like I don't know, man. Like when I have a child, he gotta be just like you. You know what I mean? Like, and I do consider you like my son, my nephew, like just. But this has been dope, bro. You know, it's been dope, and I'm just proud of you, and just the growth, man. And you know, you gotta continue to thrive, bro. You know, you deserve everything that's coming your way. So go get it. You know, don't ever second guess yourself. Go get it. You know, and I'll be right behind you. You know, when you fall, I'm gonna be there to pick you up. You know what I mean? And when you do what you're supposed to do, I'm gonna be there. You know, so continue, man. You continue to do what you do. That's all I got, bro.
I don't think I have too much to say. I've already given you like a ton of praise.
Yeah.
From this conversation. The only thing that really comes to me was two things. One, I've said this pretty much with every young person that we've had on the podcast. I sound like an old man. The future is okay. Like, the future is in good hands.
Yeah, I agree.
The kids that we've had on here, as many conversations that we've had, to see y'all come on here and the way that y'all talk and stuff, it's like, it's okay. I can leave the world, not yet, but sometime down the road, I can leave knowing that the world is in good hands.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy. But while I'm here, I say to you, you know, it's been said multiple times on the podcast, but to you, sir, no self-doubt. Fuck what age you are, the color of your skin, stuff, you remain confident. Continue to take those leaps. You're a captain, you're a student, you're a worker, you're doing all of these things at a teenage age. There's so much for you to do. You keep going, okay?
Especially, last thing, going into college, I push this in your mind all the time. Respect women. Yeah.
Yes.
Respect women. That's I don't gotta say too much, but you already know that, and just continue to do so. All right, if I don't teach you nothing, that's the most important thing to take with you. Respect women, bro.
Teach you nothing. You taught them everything.
I would never disrespect them.
Yeah. I know you won't. I'm just saying. You know, you see it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't tolerate that, even if you're homies.
Yeah.
Respect women. That's all.
Okay, sir.
What you got for last call? What's your
First of all, I just
reflection?
want to thank y'all for having me on the show today. Talking about a lot of real stuff, life stuff. Got really emotional, but
That's okay. This is the Symposium podcast. Trust me, we cried on here too.
It's real.
Yeah, I just want to, at the end of the day, I'm proud of myself. Thank you for everything you've done for me, for the way I changed my life, the people that I have in my life today, family, friends, everybody. I want to thank all of them for keeping me by their side and stuff. Shout out to God too, been with me, never left my side, so thank y'all.
Okay, that's it.
All right.
Bring us home.
Well, there you have it. What's this, 112? Did we say no episode? I believe
It's
this is 112.
12. It's 12. Yeah.
All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fantastic episode. It's probably my favorite episode of the Symposium podcast. I go by E. Wright.
Rose
That's
Gold.
Rose Gold. And our special guest,
Swan Money.
Swan Money.
Swan Money in the building. All right. There you have it. Episode 112. We appreciate y'all for joining us. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. All right.
Thank you, everybody. Till next time. We out.
We out.